Ready? Is it recording?
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure, but
I
sure.
don't want to just do it and have it not record.
Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to the channel today. I'm your host for this evening, Catlan Marcus.
And my name's Auroni and we are the Two Marketeers. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that we've gotten and all the views. You know, we really exceeded the amount of views that we wanted. We thought we'd get around 50 or something, but as of now, we have 180, so that is great.
Thank you so much for the reception. What we really want from you guys though is more comments so we can really develop different content and different stuff that you guys are interested in. We're here to help you guys learn about this world of marketing and whatnot. Today we got an amazing episode for you guys. We talked about it in our last episode, but today we felt like we really want to go in depthly of what comparative advertising is.
So essentially what comparative advertising is when one company uses a competitor's company in their advertisement for the express purpose to show that they're either better or, you know, they have some advantage over them.
Our first commercial today is going to be a beer commercial made by Bud Light. This was aired in 2019 and it really highlights how comparative advertising works.
All right, let's take a look.
And that's how you brew it.
My king, this corn syrup was just delivered.
That's not ours. We don't brew Bud Light with corn syrup.
So that's actually funny because, you know, there are a lot of beers that actually use corn syrup and that's not something that the average producer would want because it adds on a lot of calories and stuff. So,
well, you can see here as well, you can see that at Bud Light, they represent by, again, like some sort of knight, some sort of wizard, and some sort of rich king. So again, to emphasize how Bud Light is a bit superior.
And it's brand recognition once again, because that's how they portray their brand.
Miller Lite uses corn syrup.
Let us take it to them at once.
Straight away, again, they name their competitor Miller Lite straight away, and just directly the audience viewer associates bad connotations with Miller Lite, assuming that they use corn syrup.
But if something did happen, we'd eat the wizard first, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, brewers of Miller Lite, we received your corn syrup by mistake.
That's not our corn syrup. We received our shipment this morning.
So that's really funny because, you know, they said that it's not their corn syrup. So at first you're like, oh, Miller Lite doesn't use it either. But then they're like, we already received our shipment. So it's just evident that, you know, they do use it and, you know, might as well.
And it's kind of like in advance, like it's something that they have to use. And without making that beer, they need corn syrup. So again, it's more trash talking, really.
You're joking.
Try the Coors Light Castle. They also use corn syrup.
Can you smoke outside?
Oh, brewers of Coors Light, is this corn syrup yours?
Well, well, well. Looks like the corn syrup has come home to be brewed. To be clear, we brew Coors Light with corn syrup.
Bud Light, brewed with no corn syrup.
And they made that very evident.
They just have to nail it.
They have to nail it. They're nailing it constantly that everyone uses corn syrup except for Bud Light. That was a really good ad in terms of comparativeness because we can see straight away that they used comedy again to highlight the comparativeness. Notice that they said it came home to be brewed, showing that again that Coors Light is kind of owns corn syrup and it's their home. It kind of emphasizes as well how, again, reinforces how important corn syrup is for that beer.
And also you can see, like, you know, they did single out their competitors, and also in between when they're like traveling from one castle to another, they had a little humor in it. Like when the knight got electrocuted and, you know, he was like, oh, could you go smoke outside?
It's kind of like they follow all social cues and all healthy habits as well because they don't even smoke. That's what Bud Light's trying to say as well.
Yeah.
They're the healthier option because they don't smoke, they don't have corn syrup, but they also want to give back people their corn syrup as well because they
don't want anything to do with it. They don't even want it at their premises. Like, you know, you think that they could just throw it away, but, you know, they don't even want it. They want to deliver it to their rightful owners.
Even again, like they emphasize at the end, Bud Light made with no corn syrup. They really want to show that they're the healthier option for sure. So the next bunch of ads are going to be from Samsung. This is going to be another advertising war, but except it's going to be against Apple this time.
So we found this kind of funny because we're both Samsung users, so you know, it's a bit extra humorous for us. All right, let's take a look.
Does the tank come with a fast charger?
No.
I hear the Galaxy S9 comes with a fast charger.
Yeah, but you could just buy a USB-C to lightning cable and then also get the fast charging adapter. Should do the job.
So right away there, they are in an Apple store and they're asking about something that the phone has, and they're like, it doesn't. Well, the S9 does. So, you know, they're showing how Apple has all these extra add-ons that you need to get to make your phone just as good as Samsung. And you can tell the look on her face. She's just like,
You can tell she's confused as well, which kind of, again, it kind of highlights how customers feel towards Apple products. And also you can see from the ingenious dude as well that he really, it's just like given. It's just kind of like, what can you do?
Next in line, please. 45 IDs out. Hello, ma'am. Sorry, one.
As soon as you saw the phone, you know that she's an Apple user. You don't have to think about that, you know, you have to be said out loud. It's just given. So I think right now it's showing the actual functionality difficulties that Apple provides.
Second, it's loading. Look. All right. Let's speed this up, please. Thank you.
With all of your conniving, you lost your charm. You built the flame that warms.
Is this call for Carmen?
Excuse me, that's my car. Where to?
Just head downtown.
And I'm moving on.
Can you stop here? Can we fix his phone tonight? It's really slow.
You could turn off the performance management feature, but it may lead to unexpected shutdowns.
Battery throttling.
Or you can just upgrade it.
I'm moving on. Yes, I'm moving on.
But see, have you noticed that it's kind of like every time she has a problem or a phone problem, she gets out-trumped by a Samsung user.
somebody that's there that is just, you know, all of her struggles, they're not facing it. So this is actually also interesting because this is for the Samsung S9, which is comparing it to the iPhone 6, as we saw earlier. And at that point, the S9 was waterproof, and actually I believe the S8 was waterproof as well. Whereas the S6 still wasn't caught up with the waterproofing. See in her face that she's happy, she's calm, like, you know, she finally has
totally opposite. It's like a foil to all what she was going through. She was going through struggle, and then finally when she got that Samsung charger, well, that new Samsung, that's it. Everything became bright, everything became happy.
Technically, according to those scores.
Do you believe in the scores?
I believe in this.
Are you pointing to your heart or to the logo?
Yeah.
Oh, believe in the brand loyalty. Brand loyalty.
Brand loyalty is something that a lot of companies strive to get from their customers. So Apple, you know, we all know that Apple started out as one of the major smartphone producers, and because they were first movers, which is actually when a company releases their product before everybody else, first movers have an advantage which allows them to retain? No, what's the word I'm looking for?
Come on, hon.
What's the word I'm looking for?
4 years of uni and you can't remember
What's the
this?
word I'm looking for? First movers have this ability to retain their customers because of brand loyalty, because they started with them and they always had them. So, you know, they have a bit of an advantage that way. And that's why Samsung has to work so much harder to try to win back those companies, because they weren't first movers, so they didn't have that advantage.
Good point.
That's a good
point. Good point.
This is embarrassing. I can't find the micro SD slot.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't have one.
Oh. Galaxy S9 has one. So how do I get more storage?
Cloud.
Oh, yeah. I don't want my stuff up there. I kind of want it on the phone.
Forget this guy. Buy this guy.
Oh.
It's just $140 more. So we doing this, or?
So we're doing this?
So that's funny as well, because it's like, yeah, it's $140 more, and essentially what he was suggesting was to get the phone that had more gigabytes, which just costs more.
And again, that's kind of like alluding to like having fun, Apple's business model as well. It's not that you have the ability to expand or to do it. You just simply have to upgrade. That's what they're trying to. I noticed that for 2 ads now. They're kind of nailing that. To get better product for Apple, all you do is pay.
The S9. But I thought it was the smartphone of the future.
Look,
You had nothing to say. You just had nothing to say.
Really, because at this point, like, you know, it's funny because it's kind of directly talking about how Apple markets themselves, like, you know, the iPhone of the future. Yet they, like, their employees just can't explain why their phone isn't the best.
Yeah, they can't actually tell you or any statistics in what way or form that the iPhone will be better than the Samsung. That's what they're trying to emphasize. You can, if you go with them with the facts, they have nothing to deviate, is what they're trying to say as well. So you could be, again, you could be part of that brand loyalty, as he was saying, what he represents, or you could actually be a smart, rational consumer and get the best phone on the market. But yeah, what a good set of ads there, because it's kind of like, again,
it was very humorous, and, you know, they really dig into all the problems that people have with Apple, and you know, they know these problems and they really want to bring them out and show why Galaxy is better in each and every way that people find problems with Apple.
So for our last ad of the day, we want you guys to figure out what type of ad it is. I know we're gonna be very quiet for this one. See if you.
What type of ad?
What? For our last ad of the day, we want you guys to figure out what
brand.
Have you seen the one where it's like Brother Bearly Flakes?
What?
Remember the old dude? It's the ad. It's the ad of them messing up on the ad.
No.
The one that they're messing up on the ad, where it's the two old couple, and it's like.
I haven't seen it.
The bothered. Have you ever seen that one? No. Oh, that's a good ad. So for our last ad of the day. For our last ad, we want you guys to discover what brand it is. We're not going to talk much about, so you guys can go for a little analysis of yourselves, and then you can compare notes with us at the end.
All right.
Break it out. Let's go.
Now get the dodo.
Scandalous.
Warden, 2 boys going for a stroll.
Release the hounds.
My spleen! Now what? It didn't work.
Hit him with the Kenny G.
Oh, I love this song.
Focus. Lancaster, no! It's a trap!
Nonsense. My father owned one. Great goodness, I've been hoodwinked.
That's Kenny G, right?
That's actually Kenny G.
Okay, I'm sure you guys could tell that was an Audi ad, and the comparative brand that they were using was Mercedes. If you could tell, you know, what they kind of portrayed was that the jail was the old way of luxury.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good.
The guy was like, "Oh, I've been hoodwinked," which is again old terms that were being used.
Yeah, that's true. They're very like, and then you notice they're all like really like, they're not really old, like, you know, between like 50 to 70 kind of old.
Yep.
Well, the guy escaped was in his 40s, in his 30s, so he's kind of like, he's kind of like the new luxury. He was the smartest out of all of them, really, because again, he was an Audi user.
And what was funny as well was that, you know, if you looked at the demographic of all the people that were in the jail, they were like pompous, like
they're
rich,
old, white, and pompous,
rich,
yeah.
Were just stuck in their own ways, which again, in a jail, stuck in their own ways.
It's a good, metaphor for how luxury is treated towards everyone.
They were trying to break free and they were trying to get out of it, but then, you know, once they broke out, one guy went into the Mercedes and was like, "Oh, my dad had one," once again, showing that old style. So thank you so much for watching this episode of The Two Marketeers.
We really look forward. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh, we're nearly
I'm
done.
so hungry. I can't think.
Okay, ready? Sit back. So thank you so much for watching this episode of the Two Marketeers.
We hope that you leave your comments down below, as we would look forward to your suggestions and your comments towards anything that we missed out today. We want to hear that your interpretation of the ads as well. So if there's anything that you want to say, please, a comment will go so far for us and we'll respond to you guys straight away.
And any ad suggestions that you want us to comment on as well, that would all be appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to like, subscribe, and see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.